Hi, friends. This is Sheryl from Tech Coach for Tutors. And along my way, helping other tutors, there's a lot of questions about organizing your tutoring business. So, I thought I'm going to do a four-part series to kind of get you thinking in the right, maybe in the right mind, or thinking about what can you do for yourself. But I'm also going to let you know that these are from my personal experiences, and that you should never ever ever follow the advice of somebody that you don't know. And you should always back up this by looking at what the laws in your area say. So be sure to contact either a lawyer or an accountant, okay? Because I am neither one. I'm just telling you from my personal experience. So I don't want you to think, oh, this is the only way to do it, because there's lots of ways to actually run your tutoring business. Well, the first thing is did you know that you can start your tutoring business for free? Literally, you could just start, you just open up your shop and say, day one, here I am. I'm going to give you the cautionary note of you eventually do have to fill out some paperwork. You will have to claim that you're a business. We'll get to that in just a minute. But if somebody's approached you and they're like, I need some tutoring, and you're like, well, I'm not really ready to start, you can start. But that also means that that's going to kickstart you into figuring out what to do with the rest of it. And that's why you might want to look up Better Business Bureau, go to a local accountant, consult a lawyer, and say, hey, I want to start this business. What do I actually have to do? Because I will not speak to that part. But you don't actually have to spend any money to start with. So here are some ideas. All right. You definitely can harness the power of social media. Social media for the win, if you know how to do it correctly. You don't want to just throw a bunch of pictures out there and expect people to know what you're talking about. You need to get those people to know who you are, know what you're teaching. How can you support their children? Do you have any offers? What does that look like? So definitely harness the power of social media. Use your phone. If you don't have a computer or a tablet, you can literally teach from your phone. In your case, if you don't have any money, you might be teaching with the person sitting right next to you. You can begin by using what the student brings with them, and then gradually expand as you gain experience and income. As far as accepting payments initially, you can say, I only accept cash, or I'll take a personal check from you. Or you can use Venmo payment services and then move to a better service provider, one that maybe makes you look a little bit more professional. And then once you begin making, you can start keeping track of your income using a Google Sheet. That's what I did in the beginning. I just recorded who paid for what, and I kept a running account of my expenses. But remember to pay yourself. Consider opening up a business checking account, a business savings account, or maybe two, and keep track of your money. Now, you don't have to use these percentages. You can definitely do it any way you want, but consider paying yourself right away. Consider putting 30% away for taxes right away each time that you get paid, because you will have to pay taxes when tax season comes around for you. So separating this out before you even use it, that's a great way to be sure that you can pay your taxes at tax time. Because that's kind of one of those tricky things where you're like, oh, I don't have any money. Well, don't spend it all. Be smart about it. Consider paying yourself with a paycheck with 20 to 30% of what you earn right away, so that you have some money to start with. And then put the remainder in a savings account for your business expenses. Because as you grow, we're no longer going to be using the free plan. We want to consider purchasing things like curriculum, getting training, paying for the things that will allow you to be more productive, like a new computer, your internet, your office items. And if you're traveling to people's homes, or you're going to an office, you will have some travel expenses. Common expenses that tutors have: websites and domains cost money. Curriculum, whether it's digital or paper and pencil. Your tech expenses, updating your computer, purchasing an extra screen, having a tablet, making sure that the printer works. All those things are business expenses. Travel expenses. Now, clearly, you can't say, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. My car is going to be at my expense. You need to consult your accountant for that. But once you know what you can use, and it's basically, I was referring to mileage, you can definitely do that and call that a travel expense. But who knows, maybe you can write off your car. You better check that out. That's not advice from an accountant. You can rent your office. You will have rent for an office space if you're renting a space, your internet, your phone connection. You're going to have to pay for an LLC or other business insurance. Please do not have a business without having some sort of insurance. You need to protect your family's things and keep this separate. You're going to want to pay for trainings and conferences. Maybe you want to have subscription services to run your business from. Maybe you want to pay for an email service, or maybe you want to pay for your Zoom subscription, or maybe you're going to use something like Tutorbird with all of the things in the background. But as you grow, you can determine what you want to spend your money on. And this is why it's important to really know your numbers. Keeping good records will allow you to see your picture very clearly. Most teachers are afraid of those numbers. We don't want to be afraid of those numbers. We want to see it on paper and tackle it head on. That's probably even going to inspire you even more to get out there and do an even better job with your tutoring services. But you can totally do this one little step at a time. Take the time to educate yourself on the laws of your specific residence. I don't know where you're watching this from. I'm in the United States, in the state of Nebraska. What's expected of me here is probably way different than where it is where you live. So please make sure that you are running a legal business, and remember to pay your taxes. Be a responsible business owner. It is advised, as I said, to not rely on this video for your business information. These are just simply some suggestions that you can consider. Always contact a lawyer or an accountant for information regarding your personal business. For more information about the Tech Coach for Tutors, be sure to visit midwesttutor.com/tech-coach-for-tutors. I hope to see you in the Tech Hub for Tutors. You guys make it a great day.